Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BDF44. So I just want to come in here and kind of talk about how I'm feeling. I talked to you guys about a lot of stuff that I got going on. I've told you guys that I've had, some issues over the years with my mental health and kind of struggle with some things internally. And I think most artistic people tend to have issues in those areas or, some way, form, or fashion. But, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm in a space where when new people enter my life, it's hard to explain to them my progress, or even my personality in some ways. I am the type of person, and obviously because I'm on here, who feels comfortable talking. I can talk to you. I can make you, pay attention to what I'm saying or understand what I'm saying for the most part. I think I'm pretty solid at communicating my thoughts. I'm an analytical person, as you guys can see in here. I take a subject and break it apart and put it together and all of that different stuff and apply my thoughts. And that's something that comes to me naturally. Writing poetry comes to me naturally. Putting the playlist together, the musical playlist together, is something that comes naturally to me. I have some really, really, really good strengths, and I have some not so good weaknesses, some very, very serious weaknesses, and those weaknesses kind of rear their ugly head in the profession that I'm in. I want out of security, you guys. I want out of security. The job that I have does not suck. I don't want anybody to think that I spend my time in a place that doesn't treat me right, or I spend my time in a place that isn't peaceful to be in, or something like that. I'm surrounded by guys that are really dope. The employees in other areas of this property that I tend to rub elbows with, I like seeing all of these people every day. The people that clean this property, the housekeeping people, they're honorable folks. I am in a good space as it pertains to my environment every day. But the job that I do, the security profession that I'm in, that I have been in for almost 10 years now, close to 10 years now, what it does is it exposes all of my weaknesses, and it does very little to display my strengths. What I'm not good at, visual detail. Whatever you're wearing, I'm not going to remember. What color your hair was, what color your eyes was, I'm not going to remember. That stuff doesn't stay in my head at all. Street names, stuff like that, what freeway we're on, I'm not going to remember. I will remember the path. I can drive all the way to Hollywood right now and won't remember a single street name, freeway name, number, or none of that. I just remember paths. I'm not so good at being active as it pertains to preventing certain things from happening. I'm very good at observing things. I have quick eyes. I can look around. I'm very observant. I communicate well, as I said. So if you're asking me directions, I could probably tell you where to go. But if I'm to describe what you're wearing, like let's say, hey, can you give me a description of what this guy's wearing? Even though I'm looking at you, I'm probably going to stumble over my words trying to describe what you're wearing. So visual stuff I'm trash at. And I think the reason why that is, or maybe it's a give and take kind of thing, is because I'm so good at audio stuff. I have nearly perfect pitch. You know what I mean? Which is why I believe I'm so good at playlist curation, because I hardly ever forget a melody. And it's very easy for me to make songs blend together. It could sound like one long song if I wanted to. I'm really good at that kind of stuff. I'm good at putting words together, as you guys can probably see. I can articulate myself, above average, I think. So it's like my strengths, I'm not insecure about my strengths. I can sit up here and be cocky about all the things I'm very good at, but unfortunately, I live my life in a profession where day to day I'm paying attention to everything I'm bad at. And it reared its ugly head today in my profession. It was a situation where I was tasked with preventing something. I was tasked with having the proper information necessary, and I didn't do my job correctly, and I got myself written up. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you the details of the situation because it ain't that important. But the reality is, I just didn't do my job right. My weaknesses showed. My strengths were not on display, and I was not able to perform the position properly. And I have to own that, It's like a basketball player that can't play basketball. When you suck at something that you do, it just makes you feel like you're in the wrong space in life. And I'm being patient right now because, as you guys probably also know if you follow me, I'm heavily invested in AMC. And I do believe that AMC is something that is going to it's going to change my life if I can responsibly continue to hold my position and continue to add to it. But I'm not so sure I can keep this job. I guess that's what I'm here to tell you guys. I'm not interested in quitting, but I have a feeling I'm going to end up just getting myself laid off just for not being able to do the job properly. And how that makes me feel is inadequate. How that makes me feel is a failure. How that makes me feel is like someone who's incapable of just simply doing the most basic of stuff, which is keeping a job, keeping, things together. But what I have to confess to everybody is I'm proud of myself about. I'm proud of myself because everything that I'm doing by myself. I mean, don't get it twisted. I have a family that has helped me. They've helped me. With my car, I had some real issues with my car. When I was trying to get my car, they gave me what I needed to get it. When I got in some trouble and the car was not in my possession, I had a family that helped me, they fronted me the money to get it back. So it's not like I don't have people to call on if I need it. I have a support system, but I don't have a circle right now. My friends, I'm distant with everyone. I'm just focused on doing my thing. I live alone, you know what I mean? And there's no one here to advise me on what to do and what not to do. And I've done it through extreme issues. My mother and father and grandmother, everybody passing away. Deep, dark depression. I had to pull myself out of it. It was no one there. There was no one there to say, hey, Brandon, stop hating yourself. Hey, Brandon, stop kicking your own butt. Hey, Brandon, start thinking positively. I did it on my own. I made up my mind that I was going to revamp my way of thinking after I hit rock bottom and felt so very weak. And I started the process of thinking thoughts differently, of chanting things of positivity. And now I'm in a space where I can identify my weaknesses and strength and not be down on myself. I can look for balance in the conversation to say, yeah, I messed up on this and I'm no good at that. But guess what? I'm great at this. I'm great at that. I'm great at this. And there's balance there. You don't have to kick your own butt when you're assessing your own weaknesses, because your weaknesses are your weaknesses and your strengths exist as well. So I'm here to tell you guys that even though I feel inadequate, even though I felt like I couldn't do this job, even though I felt like a basketball player that can't play basketball, what I also feel like is a brilliant poet, a pretty captivating YouTube person, someone who knows a lot more about NBA basketball than I probably should, having been somebody who's never played. I feel like I'm very, very good, again, at the music stuff. If you guys want to check that out, follow me at BDF on Apple Music. I got over 400 playlists. That's what my passion is. My passion is in this. My passion is in music. My passion is in being a personable person that keeps the morale high in the room that I'm in, giving good energy, being a nice person. Those are my passions. I'm really, really good at making people feel comfortable with my voice, making people feel comfortable in my presence. I'm what I think would be best considered a nice human being. Sometimes that works against me because people try to play me. People take my niceness, my kindness for weakness. They think that because I can confess my strengths and my weaknesses clearly, that my self-esteem is at a lower point than maybe it is. And just like I tell anybody that comes into my life, I am just learning how to love myself and how to put myself in a position to feel good about me, independent of accomplishments, independent of other people's cosign or what have you. I'm learning how to love me, and I'm learning how to be more unselfish, how to identify why I was so sensitive and why I had some of the traits that I had as a young person that ultimately led me in the space that I'm in. I'm honest with myself about certain things that I should have been more proactive about. And now I'm in a space where I'm ready to say, yo, you don't have to be a guard. You're doing this job because you fell into it, right? And you stayed in it because it was comfortable for you to get into any type of routine that allows you to blindly just stay within it, absent-mindedly just be a part of it. But I don't really care about security, not like you're supposed to care. I don't have a passion for keeping people safe like I should as it pertains to doing this job. I don't look at myself as an enforcer or some type of tough guy or some shit. In fact, to be honest with you, I'm offended by the fear that I feel when people see me wearing this uniform with that mask on. It offends me. I don't like people being afraid of me. That's an uncomfortable feeling. I don't like people looking at me like I have my chest out, like I'm trying to be an enforcer of any kind. I don't like when people think I'm trying to rob them or trying to hurt them, because I don't have those thoughts in my head about people that I don't know. That's not how I operate. That's not how I was raised. It's not the environment I'm from. I'm a man of peace. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of principle. I'm a man of progression. I'm a man of acceptance of other people's differences. I'm a man of overcoming my own weaknesses and challenges and being honest about those. I'm a man of honesty. And I'll tell you when I messed up. And I messed up today. I messed up bad at my job. But also I could tell you I did some good things. I sent some messages to some people and told them that I believed in them today. I was kind to some people and showed them where they needed to go. I helped somebody. I escorted 2 different people off the property into a safe space. One lady to her car because she got a stalker following her. Another lady to the train station because she got a stalker following her. They felt comfortable in my presence. They thank me every time they see me, particularly the one lady I dropped to the train station. She really appreciates my presence when I'm there. And that's what matters, the balance of it all. And I want to encourage you all to have that same balance. When you assess your weaknesses and when you're kicking your own tail, you don't forget to tell yourself what it is that you're good at. Don't forget to pat yourself on the back in that same breath, because that balance is important. You deserve that balance. You deserve to feel good about yourself at all times. 14 all done with break. And most importantly, you also deserve to believe in your ability to overcome your weaknesses. And that's the progress I need to make from going forward. It's not enough to just say I have weaknesses. It's not enough to say I'm working on it. It's to say, okay, I'm going to work on it, and this is how I'm going to work on it. What I need to work on is not necessarily attacking my weaknesses as it pertains to what I do at this job, but more so looking at this job as something that accentuates the weaknesses and get away from it, but responsibly. Not quitting my job like I did last time in a fit of panic because I had reached a peak where I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't bring myself to be in that environment, and I quit. That's not where I'm at. Right now, I have a responsibility to hold my shares. That's my primary goal in life right now, is to hold my AMC shares and wait for the squeeze if it's to occur. That will put me in a position to change my life and a couple other lives as well. So I can't do that if I lose my job, can I? I'm in debt as is trying to keep these shares. You know, things have gone left with me trying to build my position. So it's a lot on my plate right now. Luckily enough, I got 2 days off ahead of me to try to figure out how to reset and get back to it. But I just want to tell everybody, man, the reason why y'all see me in that stairwell making these videos so much is because I really, really, really love this much more than anything that's going on in this property. And I suck at being a guard. I'm good at talking to y'all, but I suck at being a guard, baby. It just is what it is. And you know, if you're a praying person, I just want to pray that you, if you're a praying person, I ask that you pray for me. But also pray for anybody who's going through what I'm going through. You know, pray for anybody who wants out of their position. Pray for anybody who's stuck in something they don't like doing. Pray for anybody who feels stuck even though they're not, and they can't identify the idea that they're not, or how to get out of their situation. All of that I can relate to. And I'm building this thing organically, and understand, when you like one of my videos, or when you subscribe to me, you're really helping me along. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just me telling you, hey, you guys are following me and I'm gonna build this and it's for, you know, it's for everything. No, I'm also finding a great level of encouragement from everybody who follows, for everybody who supports, for everybody who comments. And I appreciate you guys. I do. I appreciate you guys paying attention to whatever I'm talking about. I make mistakes here too. You know, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm the greatest YouTuber. I got weaknesses here too. But at the end of the day, this is something I am passionate about. And being that I'm doing something that I'm not passionate about, it means a lot that you guys support me in my passions. So thank you very much. Again, my name is BDF44. Just brutal honesty. Thanks for just listening to this stuff. I don't blame you for not listening to the whole thing. It's just me venting. And yeah, that's what I got, man. I'm gonna support you guys. And whatever you do spiritually, I'm going to pray for anybody and everybody who's watching my videos, is basically what I'm saying. And yeah, thanks you guys for all of your support as well. BDF44, I'm out.